Hi everybody, it's Tiffany, aka Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess. I am here for a very brief video. I made a candle for Summer Wells in remembrance of her. I also did another brief spirit message reading where I asked for direct messages from Spirit. So I'm going to go through this really quick. I will be providing a more in-depth video or reading for her where I will do another spirit reading and I will draw cards to get more clarification. This reading that I do, most readers don't do. And I ask for direct messages. Some of this is going to seem really shocking, but these are questions that people have brought up, and I wrote these questions down, and I did the reading, and I got direct answers for the reading. To do this reading, I put the different answers in this bowl here. The crystals, the smaller crystals that I have came in this bag. However, they're in here. I cleansed the crystals and all the messages that I came up with, whether it was direct answer, yes or no, or whether I got certain days or numbers or names or what have you, came directly out of here. I didn't choose anything. I pray, I meditate, I circle this around while I do so, and certain messages pop out to my questions. Okay, so the first question I asked, did Summer make it back home that day? I got a direct answer of yes. Did Summer go missing from home? I got a direct answer of no. Does Candace, drug dealer, have any connection to Summer's disappearance? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer taken by someone she knows? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer murdered? I got a direct answer of yes. Was she murdered at home? I got a direct answer of no. Was she murdered at the watering hole where they went swimming? I got a direct answer of no. Was she murdered elsewhere? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer being abused in any way? I got a direct answer of yes. Did Summer die due to accident? I got a direct answer of no. She did pass away, but it was not an accident. It was purposeful. It was planned. I asked, are Summer's parents, Candace and Donald, and grandmother Candy involved? I got a direct answer of yes. Did Summer, did Hunter, hurt Summer? I got a direct answer of no. Is Allison, which is Hunter's mother, covering for her son Hunter? I got a direct answer of no. What day did Summer really go missing? I got a direct answer of the 13th. I pulled numbers. I drew numbers. So I put a bunch of different numbers in here, and the number 13th popped out. Summer was reported to have gone missing on a Tuesday of June, which would have been June 15th. I got that Summer went missing on the 13th, okay, which would have been a Saturday. These are some other scribble-scrabble notes that I made about timeline of events and what has gone on. If you can see, as far as numerology, how things come up on the day that they said that she went missing. You got the 6th month, the 15th day, which comes to a 6. The 3rd day of the week, which is a 3. 6, 6, and 3 comes to 15. 15 comes down to 6. However, the message that I got was that Summer actually went missing on Saturday the 13th, or something very prominent to what was done to her, what was planned, what happened on Saturday, June 13th. And she wasn't reported as of missing until 2 days later, which would have been on the 15th. So that's something authorities would need to know. I'm going to get to some very shocking messages. I asked who hurt/killed Summer. I got Candace, Donald. I also drew pastor/church member. Somebody from that church knows that they go to, that they attend, knows more that is what is being said. Other messages that I got for Summer. I asked, is law enforcement involved or covering up something? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer sold for drugs? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer sold for money? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer sold for a debt? I got a direct answer of yes. Was Summer sold for sex trafficking? I got a direct answer of yes. All of these took part in why Summer came up missing, and there are more people. A lot of people are only focusing on the parents, and they have a lot to do with what happened, why it was happened, but it was thought about, it was planned, and the decision was made prior to this incident and what happened. I also want to bring people's attention to a video that has surfaced. It's a rainy day. Summer is outside. She has a little dress on. She is barefoot. They made statements that they don't know anyone with a red truck or a red vehicle at all. However, on that video, Summer is playing outside in the rain barefoot. There is a red truck/SUV of some type that's in their yard. Red is used for blood sacrifice amongst these satanic powers that be. Also, there is a red barrel with a for sale that has been spray painted on it. Summer Wells is playing around this. I found it very eerie that there is a red vehicle there as well as the red barrel that has for sale on it, as if she was being advertised for sale. There's also a yellow truck/SUV in that video as well, and the color yellow is used for children. It's used for child trafficking, predominantly children as well, but all the red around clearly specifies blood sacrifice was made. Going on with the reading, I asked, was Grandma Candy at the watering hole or where they went swimming? I got a direct answer of no. Everybody can clearly pay attention. They have had a lot of lies and things with the statements that they have made. The grandmother was never on the video shown in the vehicle, at the watering hole, or at any point in time throughout that day. I got a direct message of no, the grandmother Candy was not at that watering hole. I asked, did Summer's brother see what happened to her? I got a direct answer of no. I asked, do Summer's brothers know what happened to her? I got a direct answer of yes. I asked, is Summer in the water somewhere? I got a direct answer of yes. I asked, is Summer in the woods? I got a direct answer of yes. Summer is in the woods. She is either in or around a body of water. But she has been, she's either surrounded by also rocks or was covered with a rock to keep her down in the water or something. So searchers need to be looking in the woods, but by bodies of water or in water, and possibly with her being under some form of a rock or something. I asked, is Summer's body close to home? I got a direct answer of no. I asked, was Summer taken out of town? I got a direct answer of yes. Jonesboro was mentioned amongst Candace, amongst Hunter, and various other people who have made statements, supposedly because they were going to go to a water park that's in Jonesboro, which is about an hour away from them. Also, Donald was said to be working that day in Jonesboro, so Jonesboro came up several times. They may want to be looking outside the area. I also asked, was Summer taken out of state? And I got a direct answer of no. So she's not close to home, but she's not outside the state of Tennessee either. Or she was taken out of town, but not out of the state, basically. I asked, do Candace, Donald, Candy, Hunter, or Allison know exactly what happened to Summer? I got a direct answer of yes. I then asked, did something happen to Summer in the basement? I got a direct answer of no. The basement story was fabricated. It was made up to throw investigators off. It was something that they came up with to explain away where she was or how she disappeared or what have you. There's a couple of other questions that I have up here that will be in my more in-depth reading later, where I'm actually going to draw cards and do a reading while I'm doing. You can see it while I'm actually doing it. A lot of people kind of disbelieve when readers do the reading and then record it. They want to actually see you doing it. And I totally get that, but some readings take longer, and to pray and to meditate and be focused, it's best to do it when you have quiet, when you have, you're not focused on many other different things. I did ask, was Summer sleeping or already dead in the photo of her in that truck with the milk jugs? I did get a direct answer that she was sleeping. However, I want to let everyone know, if Summer did in fact go missing before the day that she was reported missing, those could be older pictures from a different day. I asked, how long has Summer been dead? So whether Summer actually went missing on the 13th or whether she actually went missing on the 15th when they reported it, Summer has only been dead here recently. I got a number of 5 days. Summer has only been passed away within the last 5 days, and it has been over a month now that she has been missing, but she has only died within the last 5 days. I believe Summer was being used. I believe she was sexually abused and raped, and her being taken and things tie into other things and into what happened to her. There's some type of head trauma. She was hit in the head or fell on her head. Something was done to her that caused head trauma, because every time I do a reading for her, I get a major headache. Something happened to her where and when I did my first reading, I got an answer of head pain. Something happened to her head. She was hit in the head. She was struck in the head. Somebody pushed her, knocked her down on her head. Something with head trauma. This is going to take a lot of people by surprise. I asked, is the church involved in any way or have any connection to Summer's disappearance or death? I got an answer of yes. I asked, does the church that Summer and her family attend have any satanic or occultic dealings or ties? I got an answer of yes. I asked, why was Summer killed? I got several different messages because I asked Spirit for as many messages that apply to this question. And so there were several different things that I had in here, and they all popped out on their own. I'm not making this up. I didn't pull things on my own. Nobody wants this to be true. Nobody wants this to have happened to her. But what I got when I asked why was Summer killed, the first thing I got was blood sacrifice. The second thing I got was Summer told something. The third thing I got was drugs. The fourth thing I got to keep sexual abuse secret. The next question I asked is going to come by surprise to some people, and at this point I broke down, and I told myself, I was telling Spirit, this couldn't be right. This got to be wrong. I was just really thrown aback by it. I asked, who was sexually abusing Summer? First, I got family friend. Next, I got Candy. Candy is the grandmother of Summer. Third, I got drug dealer and Spirit. If you can see this line here from family friend, from the friend, there's a line I drew that went from friend to dealer. The family friend is this drug dealer or whoever they associate with that. I'm not sure if the grandmother she is said to have had relations with someone before who was a sex offender. I'm not sure if she partakes in drug use and or anything like that. I wasn't surprised by a family friend. I wasn't surprised by a drug dealer. The family friend and the drug dealer could actually also be two different people. I was kind of blown away with pulling Candy's name. That popped out. And to be honest with you, yeah, I think I wrote it in the right order. I was going to say I think she popped out first, but I think she actually popped out second. I looked more into that, and I was getting different messages, and they were very explicit messages, so I won't say them on here because I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, this could not be right. No, 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 this is wrong. When I got to that point, I literally broke down and started crying. I'm not sure why that would come up, but I kid you not, I'm not making this up. That's what came out. It has been said that abuse and neglect and other things was going on, and you know, I'm not sure if that came up because Candy was allowing her or setting up situations for this to be done to her, or was Candy like literally, you know, doing certain little things to her inappropriately that would be classified as molestation. But it was really weird, and that threw me aback. I also asked, was Summer parents allowing her to be sexually abused for drugs? And I couldn't get a clear answer, so I'm going to ask that again. And I asked that because I wanted to know if they specifically knew that she was being molested and allowing specifically certain persons to molest her for drugs, which I kind of got an answer with that, with other things that I asked, but I couldn't get a clear message. So again, that's another message along with these two up here that I'm going to specify more in depthly in another reading. Then I came to, that was the reading. That's the end of that spirit message reading. Here, I just started writing down all the things that did not make sense, and I entitled this Lies and Conflicts in the Story. And so I'm going to read this to you all. Number 1, Candy was not ever spotted in the vehicle, nor was she at the watering hole or the swimming area where they went swimming. Secondly, Dunn called Candace in the middle of the day and stated that there was a strange man on the property in a red vehicle trying to touch the kids. Yet Dunn was allegedly supposed to be an hour away at work and had his sons with them. They claim not to know anyone with a red truck, but as I already explained to you all, that video surfaced with that red truck and that red barrel in it, and it had for sale on it. And Summer was outside barefoot in a dress playing in the rain. So they clearly know people with a vehicle. Not to mention the interview that Don did for the news media, and he had his son standing next to him, and his son's head was down, and the boy looked very scared and things. They were also in front of a red vehicle. When Candace dropped Hunter off at home, neither Hunter nor Allison mentioned that the grandmother was in the vehicle in their interview that they did. Grandma Candy was never spotted in the vehicle or at the watering hole where they went swimming, and it has not been said that she was spotted on any surveillance cameras at any of the stores that they were said to have gone to or visited. Only thing that they stated, Hunter and Allison, is that Summer was asleep in the back seat and she was laying against the milk jugs, and that Candace was in a rush to go. Also, Candace claimed when they got home, her and Candy and Summer planted flowers. Candace stated that Candy gave a piece of candy to Summer. That's a very encryptic message. It can mean several different things. However, after that, she claimed that they went in to wash their hands. Then she claimed that Summer wanted to go in to see or play with her brothers. Candace then said she took Summer into the house with her brothers. She told the brothers to watch the boys, and she said she would be back. Candace claimed that she was only gone for 2 minutes. However, she probably was gone longer than that. And that's when she came back, she concocted the story that she went to look for Summer. The boys said that she was down in the basement playing with her toys, yet Summer could be nowhere to be found. Now, in conversation with the boys were supposed to be with their father at work. The father was not at home at this time. He was still supposedly an hour away at work. That was the story that was told earlier. However, the boys obviously was never with Dawn at work. If when Summer, Candace, and her mom got home, the boys were already there, yet the father wasn't. So that's another lie in their story. That just didn't kind of make sense at all. Okay. Remind you, Candace said that she would be back. The grandmother would have still been there and could have kept a watchful eye on the kids. So it's very suspicious as to how or why Summer would have came up missing, because there was still an adult there. After that, like I said, the boys were supposed to be with the dad, but clearly they were at home. So obviously, Candace left them at home by themselves earlier when she hadn't left and did everything else that they had to do. Nevertheless, Candace claims to look for Summer, but she disappeared from the basement. After that, Candace called Hunter around 7 to report that Summer was missing, which was in Hunter's testimony. Hunter then said that she had called Allison after she had talked to him to report the same thing to her. Next, she said to have called her husband to tell him Summer was missing as well, and Don at the time, Don was supposedly still an hour away at work. Don claimed he told her to hang up with him and to call the police, yet Candace was not the one who called the police. In fact, it was Don who called the police to report that his daughter was missing. And police supposedly was not contacted and made aware of what was going on or the situation until a little after 8 p.m. or so. I did put in notations down here. This was clearly a setup. This was clearly staged. A lot of lies have been told in references to what went on or happened to Summer. It was also stated on something else that I seen that on a day they were out in the park, Summer was playing with her brother. I believe this may have been something that happened on the 13th. There was this guy who was out there, this could be the red truck guy, who had his eye on Summer. It was said that Candace made communication with him, told him where they were going to be and different things like that, and asked, I guess supposedly he could come and see her if she was his type or some type of mess. And I think this was stated in an effort to explain that she could have possibly was a part in setting this up to have a Summer taken or kidnapped or something. However, like I said, there's a lot of details that goes along with what has happened and what is going on. This is another spirit message reading that I did where I asked for direct answers. Hopefully this is a help to someone. Like I said, I will be coming back with a more in-depth reading later on, possibly today. I'm going to try to get some work done, but this is weighed really heavy on my heart. I really hope that they find Summer really soon. Although I know that Summer is no longer with us, but I believe sooner or later the truth is going to come out as to what exactly happened to her and what exactly took place and went on. I think a lot of things have been lied about and misconstrued. There are other people besides the family who are involved in this and know what's going on, is what a lot of people are not aware of. A lot of people are specifically looking at the parents, and they are very suspicious. However, a lot of people are not, because everybody's focused on the parents, they're not paying attention that other people are involved in everything that went on. So I wish everyone peace, love, and light. I just want to say, through Spirit to Summer, there are people in the world that are worried about you, that care about you, that love you. And we hope and we wish for your safe recovery. And so, anyway, peace, love, and light, everyone. Namaste. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for the next reading that I'm going to do for her. I'm actually going to draw cards for her, and I'm going to do a spirit reading also in real time so you all can see the results of that live. Thank you. Bye.